The final act of the 2023 season is at hand. What a spectacle in Las Vegas. We're off in Super Bowl 58. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The drive will start with an option going left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Purdy. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive. Had a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Now Mahomes. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And they'll run it here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8. Loss. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game. But you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows to 10-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Purdy.
It's caught by Jennings.
Wrap up.
Still moving. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. Oh, he fakes a spike.
And that'll be caught. Down inside the 10.
And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score.
Brandon Ayuk,
37 yards.
And the Niners are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play.
That brings us to the end of 1 in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
Plenty of scoring here already. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Purdy looking to throw.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, Purdy.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get. Right back into this football game. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now Purdy. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Purdy will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to go up top again.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Second and 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right, and this will stay a 4-point game. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now.
Purdy now to throw.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe buried at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safety's usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for him to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
He's going to use his legs here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. That is incomplete.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It's going to be a gain of 13 there as they convert by a good 3 yards on 4th down.
Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
This one caught by Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards. Back to throw. Purdy. Flushed out and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brock Purdy.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape patches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Mahomes going to throw. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
It's so difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Michael Dana.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack.
There he goes, right side. So we've reached halftime here. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here in this Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter. Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Rashee Rice
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Brought down by Willie Gay.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the 28. Looking to throw. Purdy. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And again, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Mahomes now on first down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Chiefs will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Butker on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if you're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Purdy to throw it on first down. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Oh, look at this play call. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Well, that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't... imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mahomes will try again on second down.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Rashee Rice,
57 yards.
And the Chiefs are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Buying time to his left.
Look at the big man rumble.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And they take a knee. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books.